Here.
Ricardo Medina,
Present.
Rocky Benavides.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Do we have a motion to excuse absent members?
So move, Mr. Chairman.
I'll second
It
that.
has been moved and second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against, same sign. Motion carries. Item 2, administrative, is an approval of the minutes of September 2nd, 2025, regular call meeting. Do we have a motion for approval?
I so move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Has been moved and second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against, same sign. Motion carries. Item B, status report, revenues and expenditure report through the month of August 2025.
Good evening, everyone. Will Borowski, Golf Director. For the month of August, we had revenues of $69,510.80, expenditures $70,654.21, leaving us with a loss of $1,143.41 on the year, negative $147,860.85.
That's pretty good. You know, well, I think the revenues I was commenting about the revenues that for the first time we're very close to breaking even for the year, and we've always like 400,000, and so this is a reflection of your performance, and I'd like to congratulate you on the work you've done, and it's reflected on the revenues, and
Thank you.
something that I think the commission and the mayor would be appreciative of, because they keep complaining about that all the time. So, thank you very much for everything you've done, Will.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's only through the hard work of our staff that we have there. Again, I'm not a one-person show. It requires a team effort of, I'm only one of 25 out there, and so every person contributes to the bottom line in one form or another at the end of the day. So it's truly up to my staff to deliver for us, because I cannot do it alone.
That's great. Well, just comment that to the rest of the staff and tell them congratulations, and thank you for the great job that they've been doing throughout the year. Do we have a motion for approval of the status report?
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
It's been moved and second. Any discussion? Not all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Against, same sign. Motion carries. Item C, the status report for golf course, pro shop, and kitchen operation.
Okay, as always, staying on the numbers as we just discussed. So looking at August versus August of 2024, we were only 20 rounds greater, but again, not all rounds count the same. When you have greater rounds at premium hours, they do carry a higher value as far as dollar is concerned. So in addition, we were closed on Mondays for necessary work that was done both on the golf course and in the clubhouse as well. The floors were waxed. They looked beautiful on one Monday there. And so the reflection of our sales there was an increase of 117% versus the prior year. And some of our higher performer categories were the green fees were up 1,225. Range ball sales were up $614. More burgers were sold, $487. More cart rentals of $3,034. And our club rentals, which were $1,269. Club rentals is always a reflection of our staff at the counters' hard work, and our starters and marshals to ensure that all players entering the golf course are not sharing from the same bag, and each player carrying their own. When you looked at, although it's not listed there, when you look at those numbers, we had twice as many rental clubs go out for the month of August. So we had 65 rental clubs versus 34 in 2024.
Well, being that you've been closed on Mondays, it's great, man. The revenues are good. Wow. A
Right.
good thing.
Will, those green fees and range balls and burgers, they're all, those are the increased numbers from 24? For example, range balls. You've got 614 to date. That's 615 above what you sold on 24.
Correct, yeah.
Okay,
So whatever that number was for the month of 2024, this year it was
It increased by
$614
that
more.
much.
So,
Okay, good.
yep. Always good when you look at the P and L, anytime we can clear $13,000 in cart rentals, it's always a good sign because that means you've covered our cart lease is approximately that. So it's always good.
That's great.
Nice.
Have you comments from the players as far as the cars now that they have all the news?
Yeah, I
this
mean,
one-
our carts are fantastic. I mean, I have really gotten a lot of support from the rest of the city. I recently had our IT department with the Pharr Connect. We're running both the business end and the residential services on our Pharr Connect. They're being advertised. I use it as a landing page. Since we don't have any sponsors on particular holes, I will use them. It also, for example, our past tournament we had this weekend, as well as our bridge tournament coming up, we use their logos and their sponsors who get some time in front of the players. For example, we had Silver Recycling for this last event we had, which I'm wearing the shirt from. And they were a major sponsor for the Index Reynosa tournament. And I put them right there in the cart staging area. And when I do have some photos of all the carts in the staging area, so everyone had definitely exposure to Silver Recycling as they sat in the cart right there. So
That's great, man.
How did the tournament go this weekend?
it was fantastic, George. It's my favorite event of the year. It's a lot of work, and the city really pulls together. We got additional help from Parks and Rec to come out and really do the extra work. You'll see some more pictures here later on.
Okay, good.
We got Public Works and Public Utilities really kicked in and did some really good work, which I'm excited to show you here.
You know, that's you mentioned that a little while ago. Commissioner Medina was mentioning about congratulating with the work that you've done and your staff. You mentioned the 25 people, but in reality, there's more, because when you pull in the other departments and Pharr Connect, it's more than 25 people that actually wind up putting all this together, right?
Right,
At the end of the
absolutely.
day.
I mean, you know, we might have had 160 golfers, volunteers out there, total people, including employees and volunteers and players. We probably had close to 500 or 600 people out there. There was so much people there. We had to use the Paradise Park's parking lot just up the road as overflow parking.
That's great, man.
We've never had that problem before.
No.
Although
that's
they've
great.
had it before, a couple years ago, they had it really heavy.
Well, hopefully we have more of those.
Yeah.
And the gentleman who we got the extra golf cars from was gracious enough to shuttle the players in the mornings from Paradise Park down in one of those 6-seater golf cars. So just a tremendous event. And if you recall what it was last year, we got 3 inches of rain and we still sent them out to play. We had semi-tractor trailers out there that had to stay out there for several days because of the conditions that they could not move. So this year the weather was fantastic. It was a nice, cool morning, and it really turned out to be a
was
fantastic
beautiful.
event.
But they didn't have the trailers out there this year. They had just the cabs. And the trailers, it's impressive to see the big unit sitting up there, but
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, it's like you're saying, I think the whole community looks forward to it, not just the players or that, but
oh, I know a bunch of us do it.
Yeah,
And we're
absolutely.
not the players at that
it's kind of
time.
like trick or treating for adults
Just
from a golf
about,
end.
just
Yeah.
about, just about.
Got a restaurant on every single hole. Waste management came through big time for us. Isaac, from Assistant Director of our Parks and Rec, came through and got me 20 mobile trash cans out there as well. So we really had very little trash to pick up and left very little footprint on the golf course.
Yeah, I noticed it Monday when I went back out, that it wasn't, no trash was around or anything like it had been before. So, did a good job.
Great, thank you so much. And all kudos to Isaac over at Parks and Rec, because he makes it possible for
Yep.
us. So again, another team effort from more departments here within the city.
That's great, man.
All right, moving on. Touch base on Sundowners a little bit here. We had 3 events in August. One got rained out, and again, we had 61 players for the month of August versus 8 in 2024. And again, last but not least, thanks to our sponsor for our this year's Sundowners, Little Caesars. They're located at 1304 East Business 83 in Pharr. Look forward to doing Sundowners again next year. I think Fridays was an excellent spot for us on the calendar.
Great.
Okay, again, as mentioned, we're going to touch base on some of the great work that was done. Look how fabulous the Public Works did for us. So right here, you'll see the parking lot was blacktopped and striped with parking. Everything's brand new, even like the handicap spots and so forth, brand new. You see the stairs leading into the clubhouse there, all touched up, all refurbished. Looks fantastic. Probably back back in 1984 when it was first new. Public Works did a great job on those handrails and re-cemented and paved up.
It really looks good.
So, something I'm really proud of. It looks great out there. So, really an excellent job with our Public Works Department. I can't say enough. And they were there overnight blacktopping, so really impressive. Here are some of the pictures from the event that we had. Now, the gentleman in the middle is Mike Myers. So he is the, a lot of times people don't really call it by its formal name. They call it the Mike Myers Tournament because it's him. And pictured immediately to his left is a good colleague of ours from the Bridge Department, Oscar Duenas. He has brought us a lot of business and brings colleagues out to play, customers, potential business. So he's done a great job of driving business our way through our relationship with the Bridge Department. And we'll be seeing the Bridge Department again on Friday. So look forward to working with our colleagues from that department. As you can see here, just a tremendous number of golf cars, 160 players.
Wow.
A couple of pictures here. And I believe this is a video, so if we can activate the video, we'll... Great little promo video there of our event. And then here is another video here. A good panoramic view from the upper deck there, just looking over the carts at 8 a.m. in the morning. All right, awesome. Good little surround. And then right here, we're going to turn our attention to our new pump that just arrived. Going through a little growing pains right now. The installation has been a little bumpy at first, but it's something I think will get worked out as we get through this. But they arrived on Monday around the 30th in the morning. First stream of water came out on Thursday around 4 p.m. So definitely saw some excellent streams of water, pressure that I haven't seen ever there. So
I've never seen it that full.
and I mean, like Mrs. Anderson, I mean, we had like 15 heads going at one time. I mean,
Right,
that was
I
like
noticed, and
triple the
I
capacity.
thought it was fabulous.
It all came in this big semi right there, first
And
thing.
the, and the big semi, I watched them when they unloaded. Well, it folded one way and then they folded the outer side and brought it up. It was kind of fun to watch them collapse the trailer itself.
Wow.
Right, and that's actually the pump there on the left. Got some more videos here and clips to view regarding the pump. Okay, it's kind of cool right here where to see this being loaded up, and again, it goes through the ceiling. So we had to cut the roof open, and it goes down and through. They were here about 4 days, and the first half of it is the removal of our old unit and then the installation of the new one. I'm working on some more projects here. We brought in, Public Utilities came to help us out. We trying to drain the pond out as we're looking at installing some fountains here. The HOA there in Plantation was kind enough to allow us access to their electricity at the mailbox station. And so now we have a fountain there. We anticipate installing a second fountain in there as well to help create circulation of the water and avoid buildup. There it is right there, the fountain in action. And the next fountain we anticipate moving, which would be a little bit north of there, closer to, this is kind of in the middle-ish part of the
Yeah,
pond.
It needs to be moved just a few feet north because still on the north end is gathering the, otherwise the rest of it looks real good.
Right, the north end is where our drain is for that, so that's where the water, slowly goes there, and try to get the fountain more up that way to try to get circulation built up. We tried many things here, and if you recall, approximately last year at this time, I said, look, we need to get some 1 horsepower pumps installed, but getting the electricity out there was a big task, and so I'm really glad that our relationship with the HOA, and the president of the HOA is a golfer, very avid there, and we worked out an arrangement to use electricity there. Again, more city departments helping us out here. This area here, the old grease trap used to be here, and for whatever reason, the cover of it and its seal broke open, and so we started to see some black oil-looking substance continuing to gather. Not really sure what it was, but so I requested Public Utilities come over with their big vacuum truck, and they vacuumed up all the water, and then eventually we got help to get it sealed up. We got a new seal for it, covered it back up, and there it is. So we hope to grass it over, and so again, we're going to leave these yellow posts in place and try to prevent heavy vehicles from driving over it like a semi which from the previous golf tournament may have went over this spot at some point years ago.
Oh, that's what broke it.
Yep, that broke that lid in there, and then the water it didn't
Yeah.
keep the seal in there and
Yeah,
overflowed.
Wow.
good catch.
And again, also, Mr. Benavides, those fountains were purchased from your company,
Yeah.
so appreciate your help with that.
We're gonna get with Arturo to get you some more footage for that electrical wire,
Right.
for that pump,
Right, so the only thing missing to get the second fountain is extra
for
wiring.
the second fountain.
Installed. Okay, shifting gears here a little bit. Trucker Appreciation Day, again, another function that we do with our bridge department to show appreciation to the truckers because they do produce a lot of commerce for us here in the city of Pharr. This was a multi-departmental effort. As you can see, Public Utilities Director Ruben Rosales right here played a big role in this. The burgers were actually cooked down at Public Utilities. They have an unbelievable barbecue pit, and I dropped the meat patties off with him the previous day. They cooked all 500 meat patties, and then they were transported over in their SUV over to the golf shop. Meanwhile, we had Kenny, our deli director, coming down and help us grill out the buns here. We have Sandra here assisting here on the grill. So what normally would have been a very labor-intensive process for our kitchen staff through relationships with other departments and taking advantage of the skills and what they offer, it was actually more of a fun event. And in the past, I think it was probably a very hard job for the kitchen staff we had to do this. So it turned out to be a lot of fun, and I got involved myself. So we'll see that here. Again, here's Public Utilities. Look at the size of that barbecue pit. I
Holy
mean,
smokes.
yeah, isn't that massive, Miss Anderson?
That's a lot of burgers.
Yeah.
Man.
So they would probably throw about 300 of them, and they brought the first 300 over, and then they put the next ones on, and we were ready to go. We got a little late start that day. We had quite a bit of rain, so I think that got a little later start than expected. But you can see Director Rosales with his team there. They love to grill over at the Public Utilities.
Looked like they do a good job.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's great.
All right, here we are. I don't know who these people are in the video, but certainly happy to present the burgers with us. And we had Miss Rosie helping out. Matt's there. Everyone's rolling. So what happened is we gathered around a table. We're all wrapping and rolling the burgers and throwing them in the coolers, getting them ready to go down to the bridge. And this is kind of the end of it right here, where it all ended up is in the hands of our truckers, coming out of one of our toll booth operators, in a very beautiful bag, presented to one of the many truck drivers.
So you present a bag to each truck driver?
500 plus. Yeah.
Wow, that's great, man.
Amazing.
How long did that take to distribute?
Well, the process of Burger Day actually starts just like this last tournament. It starts with us cutting tomatoes and slicing onions and preparing lettuce heads, and we prepare the little bags of the condiments, and then separating a pack of mayo, a pack of mustard, and into another bag. And so it's a very
Labor-intensive.
labor-intensive process of small, tedious things, and so it all started actually. This was the end result was on a Thursday, but we started on Monday, starting all these processes. The last thing we always did was the pickles, because they have the acid in them, and it can dilute and change the flavor of the other. So the pickles went in last. So. So right here, we have the new golf course menu. We've added a few things. Some things are the same. A couple of the new items we got there is double meat and cheese. So we're just adding another patty to the TDS Classic there. Although we offered it in the past, it was never on our menu. We added popcorn and nachos. Very simple things. And we're also offering 2 sizes of French fries as well. Sandra became inspired to want to do a salad, so Sandra is offering a salad as well that we've added to the menu. So everything is inspired through their input as well. So otherwise, everything is pretty much the same as it was from the previous menu. We'll continue to review this, and it will be ever revolving throughout the years. So seeing what people like and take suggestions for adding things and what they want to see. And we'll, of course, run specials outside of our what's on the menu from time to time.
Do you have full staffing for the kitchen already? The staffing, is the appropriate staffing already?
Yeah, what's interesting is with the loss of ARP, I would like to request a part-time seasonal person to assist us. And what happened was it was one of those government cuts, and we ended up not acting in time for the time for budget requests, and so it's something I'll have to try to request to see if we can bring in another part-timer to help in the kitchen.
Okay. We'll see what we do to help you.
A couple other things here on our report here is that we do have one groundskeeper out on FMLA, and we anticipate aerifying the greens around the 20th or so. We've already started on the practice green. Thin tines, not these big cores, hardly even noticeable. So, but again, we got to make sure that the pump is working at full capacity and water can be applied after that process.
Give it some time before it actually do that.
Yep. So
Okay.
what happened is we saw the greens starting to become hydroallergic. They didn't want to take on water, and that's when you see a sign. Although you may be applying water, it kind of rejects it. That's when it's time in the fall to aerify the greens.
Okay. Sounds good.
Will, a quick question. Do you fertilize the fairways during the winter? I mean, like right now?
Right. So this year we're going to take a different approach. We did get some rye, and so some rye, winter rye, and so we are going to. We did apply that. So right now our driving range is closed for that process, and we're trying to, as You know, I mean, we grew back as much of the fairways as we possibly could throughout the year through, with the ropes and keeping carts out of there, but we're gonna apply some rye to try to get some additional growth, in the off-season here, and recover bare spots and so forth.
When do you think you might be able to do that?
We've already applied the
Oh,
seed
you have?
already,
So
yeah.
you're waiting, you're irrigating and hoping for more rain?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, definitely, rain is always the best source of irrigation, better than anything you can throw at it manufactured through
So
pumps.
we should see that coming up a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, if all works as planned, we should start to see some probably close to the end of this month, some growth. Usually takes with rye about 2 weeks. It's not an overnight thing, unfortunately.
Well, I know Monday you had us driving cart path only because you were gonna water and whatever.
Yep.
So we stayed off the fairways.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And it's just, it's through our request of our superintendent that was done.
Yeah, Steve came out and said, we want you to stay.
Right.
Okay, after this hole, we'll stay on this cart path. But then we switched the game. We played chip and putt.
There you go. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's, anytime we're trying to improve the golf course, there's always a little give and take, and so it, you know, it's never a perfect scenario. We'd love to be able to offer it all the time to you, but at some point, you know, we do need to do some maintenance to try to improve the playing conditions.
I gotta say, the greens are awesome. They are really beautiful.
Right. One piece of equipment that has been repaired this week is our roller. It's made a big difference when we can roll the greens.
Yep, that's what I heard. You got the roller going.
And it's a fun piece of equipment to watch. It's very unusual in its movement. So
Sideways.
everything is left to right. It's like a massive rolling pin, and you
Yep.
go left and right. Any other questions for me?
Anything else, Will?
I have a quick question,
Yep.
Will. I haven't played in months. I've had back surgery, but I get phone calls once in a while. And are we increasing the green fees at all?
No, our green fees for the month, for the new fiscal year, which just started, our green fees are going to remain the same.
What's an 18-hole
Right.
with a cart?
Right, so right now, before twilight, 18 holes with a cart is $41.
41.
Yep. So they have not gone up, I have not increased the fees this year at all. The only fees that we have small incremental fees on our food and beverage, and then one small subcategory of membership to continuation. That way, the membership matched a monthly membership on renewal. So that was the only small changes that we made to our pricing.
Fees, okay.
Will,
Yes,
do
sir.
we still have bugs on that app, on our app? Are we working on that, or how's that going?
I have not heard of any bugs on there. I mean, if you need help logging in, like I
Yeah.
gave you your login one time.
Right.
It's a tricky app, there's no doubt. I mean, so don't forget your username and password, right?
No.
And so it's hard to reset at times,
I
but
forget
yeah.
my name daily, Will, so,
I don't need to do anything. I mean, it
No,
shows
because-
whenever you send in
Yeah.
a message, and I just pop it.
Oh, yeah.
and it
Notific-
shows up.
yeah,
I don't have
notifications.
to, yeah, I don't have to log in or anything.
No.
no, but,
I get notifications.
I was,
just notifications.
Yeah, my
The
phone rattles.
driving range will be closed today. No event
Yeah.
today.
yeah, no, but if you wanted to log in and,
You
Oh,
want to
send a
buy
message.
time or something?
you
Oh,
wanna log in, that
send
was,
a message, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I was asking is because I get calls also, and they say, hey, man, we play here all the time, and it's this much, it's pricey or whatever. And what I told them was that you have that loyalty program, And it's like, if you play here all the time, get it
Get a free
installed,
round.
get that app, which is really good, I think.
Right, absolutely. I mean, and I covered that, and I think in our last meeting, if you have the loyalty app and you do the Twilight, your average price comes out to $23 with a cart, which I would venture to say is
But not in
better.
regular play. It's twilight.
No, it also offers regular. So if you pay for 4 rounds at full price,
Oh,
the
yeah,
fifth
you
one
get
is
a sec-
free,
yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
comes out to an average price
Yeah,
of
yeah,
$32.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a great deal. As you know, I know that Jaime, congratulations to you recovering and being able to make it. I know that you had a tough surgery there.
Sure, yeah.
And
It'll
they'll-
be months before I can get out there.
definitely look forward to seeing you back out there. And in our last meeting, I kind of covered the loyalty program and the and the memberships, and I demonstrated on how much you can save through the 2 programs, and how important it is for folks looking to reduce their overall cost for coming out to play. And there's more than just the Twilight with cart, and there's also the walking one. There's some where you buy, there's a birthday one, which is extremely popular. It's a one-time only, where you bring 3 or more paying guests with you, your round is free. So,
I've got one in San Antonio, the AGT. You play free when it's your birthday.
Oh, it's very good.
How often is it your birthday?
every day.
Well, as long as you have
Twice
your
a
license to
year.
prove it, as long as you prove it, that's
I've got 2
good.
different licenses.
But you know, they do that in White 37 also, that if it's your birthday, they'll give you a free meal. And
Well,
so
that's a good idea.
it's a good thing, man. So something that you might want to look at.
Absolutely. Tonight, it doesn't look like Arturo's going to be here. We're still tending to some of our pump-related items. Again, if you look, he does provide a small report, but it's pretty simple, similar to what, so if you want to review that for your convenience, it is there.
What is it that trimming of low limbs in the golf course? What are they talking about?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The trimming of low limbs in the golf course. Which ones are those?
Oh,
Right,
Well, we
so.
got trees all over.
oh, but some of the trees are hanging over the cart path and stuff, and hit the cart tops, and that's been trimmed down.
Okay.
Right, I mean, so it's an ongoing process to trim and leave, keep that, and we don't want our rooftops being scratched and so forth, or getting lower. So it is an ongoing process where we check that. We want you, when you play golf, not to be having your swing impeded. Give you enough canopy to be able to make a swing from around or underneath a tree.
If you stay away from the trees, you're okay.
Yeah, well, I never have a problem with it.
That's why
So-
you didn't understand the explanation.
No, but you know, what are we doing on some of the complaints that we've gotten about people having their own carts and going all the way to the greens?
Right, I mean, so definitely that's always a concern. And so when I do see that, and we do see that, we remind people first and foremost. And there are further options that I can partake, and I will strongly consider it. You know, I can say, look, you can't use your cart anymore. You have to use one of ours. Just park yours out here and take ours, because then you will not do that. That's also an option. It's one of the few options that I haven't invoked yet, but definitely is out there. And then that would quickly take care of that issue.
Yeah, and if I come up behind them, then I let them know.
Right. So yeah, I mean, and you know, I mean, I always encourage players to to try to assist, especially it's peer to peer. It's always a friendly reminder. Sometimes it's easy to get too close, especially when you're not using our golf cart. You can get too close very easily.
And if they're gonna use your cart, are you gonna charge them or what?
Well, no, I mean, let's say that, let's just say hypothetically that Mrs. Anderson was putting 2 wheels on every fringe. And so after reminding her time and time again, the next time Mrs. Anderson comes out, I said, Mrs. Anderson, please park your golf cart in the staging area, and you'll need to take one of ours. And
Well, you need to charge them though. Otherwise, that's gonna be more like a benefit to them.
well, I mean, yeah, I mean,
They're not using their cart. They're not
really. I
wearing
haven't
tear on
played
their
in 3 or
car.
4 months, but I'd rather ride my own car.
I know, but if you don't pay attention to what's going on, you charge them, because then it's a penalty.
right, I mean, definitely.
And otherwise, it's gonna be like a benefit.
Right, I definitely understand that, and so, I mean, anytime that financially you impose that on folks, it definitely gets their attention.
So
Oh, it would.
I guess my question would be, if you're using your own cart, then you're a seasoned, an annual member. You're a member, right? So you should know better, no? Or
Well,
do
not
people just come
necessarily.
in,
No, you should know better.
right?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily.
Should know better, but it's not necessarily that, the yearly members take their own cards. People that
Oh, no,
aren't
just,
members, they take.
they
it
come
from-
in, okay.
Yeah.
But I guess the issues have you addressed some of these individuals and distinguish one from the other, say, hey, you know, is it Miss Ann, is she the one that's doing it, for instance? Is it a member that's doing it, or is it people that just come in off the street and say, I don't care, I mean, I got my own cart?
Right, I mean, so we did have a group today that I probably will mention, that needs to be, their position with the carts around the greens needs to be improved. So the, you know, it is getting a little bit abusive, and so we need to make sure that we are good stewards with our own, when you're not using our golf cars, because, you know, ours that we rent out, you know, kind of force that upon you, but it
And then
needs.
some have got handicap flags on them. They
Right.
have a tendency to get a little closer than I'd like to see them.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, I mean, the people with the handicap flags need to still, it doesn't, it's not,
They're-
it's not a free
No.
pass to go on the fringe.
Nope. And I personally, I know the guys. And I've talked to them about it, but doesn't seem to get too much going through the ears.
Well, you're monitoring all of that either way, right?
Yes, correct.
The main thing. And you have I guess, a fix, if you see them, say, well, you know what, you can't use your card anymore. But I'm kind of with the commissioner saying, if you're giving him our card and not charging them, it's like, I mean, what are they really losing? I mean, there's gotta be some sort of a penalty besides that. If you get to that point, I guess, I mean, is it a real problem? Is it happen a lot?
Fortunately, right now, it's not. So it's just something that you need to always have in the back of your mind, and you also reach out to your other players to peer-to-peer enforcement.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of times it goes a long way to ask people. I think that generally will solve it, but,
Yeah.
you know.
And the other thing I think we need to do is that whoever's going and approaching that person, we need to have some kind of a log system that you brought the name, the date it happened, what hole,
Keep track.
and you keep track, because that way you determine at what point do you no longer allow them to use their card.
You could have the marshals do that.
Yeah, I don't think he has marshals all the time.
No, he doesn't have marshals early in the morning.
So,
Commissioner, if I may, going back to the only reason I asked is because I used to have a yearly membership, and I don't know what my rounds came out to, but do you subscribe in Facebook to Golf RGV? Is that right? Golf? RGV Golf?
Yeah, so what's your question regarding?
Well, no, my question
the
was
page?
what I saw in one of the posts,
Right.
that they had played our course, and that for the price, that there still wasn't any grass on the fairways, that, you know, I was gonna send it to you, and I thought, no, they probably had seen that already.
Yeah, I mean, I do see it, but again, a lot of times,
And I haven't been around, so I don't know what.
right, I mean, I think our golf course, I mean, if you consider where we were last year at this time, where we are now, it's night and day.
Yes.
And still, and I still recognize that we still have more to go to improve. But, you know, regarding social media, those folks generally, and they will attack if you go read it on a regular basis, they'll attack any golf course at any time, so.
It just happened to catch my attention.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, they tend to be very negative people. You know, they were very hard on the city of Edinburgh's golf
Oh,
course.
yeah. I saw that.
I mean, it's pretty brutal, and those folks, you know, I mean, they somehow find pleasure in producing
No,
negative
it's usually
postings.
after a bad game.
Yeah,
Or they
gotta blame somebody.
lost about 6 balls.
Yeah.
No, it just caught my attention, and I said I was going to send it. I said, let me send it to Will, and then I thought, well, I'll call him, and then something came up. And
yeah, I mean, so, I mean, There was one posting where we had a tremendous amount of rain, and because our golf cars can be restricted to cart path, we remained open, and this was on the 4th of July. If you recall, we had to cancel fireworks here in the city.
Oh, yeah.
And all the other golf courses were closed. We're the only one open because of our cart system. And we were not able to get the mowers out there. The grass got a little deeper because of the quantity of rain, but we continued to have play. And as soon as we had the opportunity to get caught up with mowing, yes, the grass got pretty uncommonly thick for that time. So, you know, we were able to get caught up, but that's where some of those postings refer to. And those folks there do not recall that, well, the reason we were able to be open that day is because we
You
had
could
the
keep 'em on the
technology
cart.
to enable you to be
You
out.
could
All the
keep 'em
other
on the
courses
cart
were
path.
closed.
You know,
Yep.
but truth be known, based on your analysis from August to August, if we had such an issue, you would be having more rounds, more play, and a better looking course. So, I mean, this is more, I mean, that's just a posting of an individual who, like Rudy said,
Well,
maybe he
that-
wasn't happy with the round that he got out of what he played.
Actually, there were several replies, but that doesn't mean anything. What I was getting to was, we're priced right, in other words. Even with, we still need work done on the course, but we are priced more or less like everyone else.
I would say that our prices is about as high as I would like us to be at this moment.
Okay.
And again, I always encourage, I don't discourage people to use our app or a membership to save themselves money versus paying à la carte. Those are great options available, and it brings down your average cost, so.
Thank you,
But
Mr. Chairman.
but I think we still need some improvement on the golf course, and Will is working on that. And I think one of the things that has helped us is the new pump that we just got.
Yeah.
And we also got the new equipment that monitors the sprinkler systems that we just got. What was that, about a year ago, Will?
Correct, yeah, so.
And those things, I think, will help us to eventually get to a level that we want to get to. But, you know, I'm pretty sure there's some holes that are bad, some good holes, but, I mean, we had a lot of problems with that pump breaking down all the time, you know? So I think that now that we have a brand-new pump, hopefully we can get it to where
You can wire it.
it works all the time. And as Will was saying, I mean, now it's really irrigating in a way where we gain a lot of water on the golf course. And before we weren't. In some spots, it wouldn't even get there. So I think we're in the right spot at this point to have a better golf course in the future. But I think it's all in, as Will is saying, is that it takes a lot of people to help. And I think
An army.
Public Works, staff, Will, and everybody that's doing a great job, and eventually we'll get to where we want to be. We still need to improve our sprinkler system, and that's something that we're going to be looking at. And this year we will be improving our second floor, right, Will?
It is in the plan to get that done, and we're still in the process of taking bids for the various things that need to be accomplished.
Well, you power washed the building last week.
We power washed the building last week. I mean, Mrs. Anderson, as long as you've been at the club, when was the last time you recall
That's
that?
the first time I've seen them power wash it.
Never.
Yeah, it's great, man. It looks great. And they washed it, and I couldn't even get into the clubhouse when they were washing it. But
No, you had
But
to
yeah,
walk,
there's-
walks.
We wanted you to see the entire building.
Just about,
Just
just
your
about.
steps in.
But we are doing some improvements, and it's the hard work of everybody that's in the golf course. And I think you're gonna be seeing in the future a lot better improvements where we can be proud of our golf course.
I know when I was out Friday before I quit, when I looked out on, I think it was on the front nine, but whatever, it would looked the best it has looked in a long time. It was really a pleasure not to see the ropes out there, but it was looking real good.
Right, we may have to bring back the ropes on hole 17. I think 17 is one of those few holes that we did not rope, and I think if I had to do things over again, I would rope. So we may bring the roping back again, either soon or in the spring when we're trying to recover that, because it's one of those holes that I think had extremely low pressure in that area and never really produced the streams that we needed to successfully water that hole.
Okay.
17 and 16. 16 is another one that needs to be worked on more.
Yeah, especially, you know, where we had that roped off area just ahead of the forward tees there, where the fairway kind of started, definitely needs continuation of improvement there. Once you get probably 250 to the green, the rest of the fairway looks
Yeah.
fairly decent and very playable.
Yeah, but it's,
That's wide open.
Okay.
Hey, Will, I'd like to just throw in there. I saw on your video and stuff when you were showing the carts, all your carts lined up and stuff like that. So, in your process, I guess, renovating the clubhouse, your railing, you know, the railing, all the railing that looks forward down in there. Of course, it's a work and effort, but we do have some Valspar paint that we can, you know, work with you on that to paint all that railing, all that stuff right there.
railing and,
Yeah.
Yeah,
All that steel right there underneath the second floor, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah,
You know, when you get that process going.
Yeah, definitely. We'll just go ahead and send me an email on that, and
Yeah.
let's see how much it is.
Yeah, straight
and-
on metal and stuff like that, just sand it down and stuff, and then don't have to prime it, we're good to go. Straight on metal.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
definitely send me an email, and I'll share that with the other departments that would assist
I
us
saw
with-
that, just that.
with that. Our development department has some individuals there that I'd definitely like to share that with.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Do I have a motion to approve the status report?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Against, same sign. Motion carries. Any comments from the board?
I think we've
I
said
think we've discussed enough.
All is good, looking
So do we have a motion for adjournment?
So move, Mr. Chairman.
Do we have a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we're adjourned. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you, Jaime, for coming, Jaime.
Jaime.